Hi everybody and welcome to our latest vlog. Once again we are in Denmark and we're just going to take a walk around the river. The river's just over there somewhere. This little track runs from just where the bridge heads into town and it runs back up to the bridge that we were at the previous Denmark River video. And then we'll decide whether we're going to walk down the other side of the river and back in through town. So let's see what happens, eh? This is new to both Jack and I, so new sights for me, new smells for Jack. So they like scratching around that little dog. Come on. This is the community park walking trail, which starts at the bridge as you're coming into Denmark from Albany and winds its way around this side of the river and actually goes on for quite a while. I'm guessing at about 3 kilometres. We cross over the bridge and we end up in the Paperback Community Adventure Park, which was in our previous video. We'll speed things up a little bit till we get around the corner and we've got better views of the river. Well, we're out and about again. Not the best of days. As you can see, it's pretty overcast. It has been drizzling, but we're decided to get out the house. We haven't been out the house for a couple of days. And we've just had a quick drive to Denmark. Just grabbed some lunch, half of which we've eaten, the other half is waiting for us when we get back to the bus, which is behind us. And we're just having a walk up the river. I think we did do a video of this. Yes, we did. We did a drone shoot down the river and a little bit around Denmark. So if you'd like to, I'll put a link actually to the other video if you want to check it. But this is the track that's on the other side of the river. We were in the park last time, which is across the river just over, and if you can see through, just over there. So yeah, we're just having a walk along here to get rid of some of our lunch. We just had, what did we have? Oh, cheese sausage, of course, and chips, and I've got iced coffee in the car when I get back. This is the bend in the river where we flew the drone to before turning back in the last video. Just off to the right, that you can see under the trees, there's a roundhouse and it's got a lot of looks like metal or wooden sculptures at the front. So it's something I might put on the list to come back and have another closer look at. Because of the weather restrictions today, as you can see, it's very grey and overcast. We're just going to make this a quick walk around the track and get back to the bus in case the heavens do open up. Now the main track does continue straight ahead here, but this little sign says that we can take a shortcut through the trees here and get onto the other side of the bridge. I hope Jack knows what he's doing because it looks very, very wet here. and he's walking right through the middle of it, of course. What is it they say about shortcuts? They always seem to be the longest way around, and always the hardest ones. That's one of the very, very many good things about having Jack. I can always blame it on him. This is one of the paperback trees, and paperback has long been used by the Aboriginal people and is much loved, respected, and is an important resource. From carrying and warming, cooking, wrapping babies, to making cups and domestic uses, and to for art and spiritual practices. I'll leave a link in the description so you can read a little bit more about the paperback tree. You can tell by the amount of water in these little creeks here and how waterlogged the ground is, just how much rain we've had over the last few weeks. I think we've broken all records for the amount of rain and flooded areas. Roads washed away, bridges washed away. Oh well, something we just have to live with, I suppose. So here we are back on the main track, and the bridge is just off to the left. Had we stayed on the concrete path, this is where we would have come back out. So we cut a little bit off the journey. Now it would be interesting to see how Jack goes with the bridge. He doesn't like going over bridges, although he seems keen. Now it looks like there's some logs jammed under the bridge here. Oh, sorry if you get vertigo though with the wobbling of the camera. You can see how dark the water is with the tannin colour from the trees in the river upstream. And it's also brought down quite a lot of mud and silt by the looks of things. Yes, a stark contrast to the river in the previous video, which I shall say again. I shall put a link in the description, so if you want to go back to that one if you haven't already seen. Now here we are back at the park, Paperback Park. So we'll speed things up from here until we get closer to town. This is a good part of the park that Jack likes. It's an adventure and discovery park. Unfortunately there's a couple of other dogs in the park, so if I let him go he'll go that way with them. So I've got to keep him on the lead, but it gives you an idea of what the kids can have a look around and climb on and just enjoy running around. This is one of the free barbecue areas. There's quite a few of these around Denmark. They really do look after public and visitors. I think they're all electric operated and they're all free. This here is a very nice, interesting glass sculpture. Once again, not perfect weather conditions to be able to see very well. Still works. There he goes, off into the mud again. If he can get dirty, he'll go out of his way to do so. How come your belly's all dirty? Now this is the main road coming in, so town is just in those trees back there. But I think there's a little track that cuts off here, goes to a little nature reserve where we can see, usually when the weather's nice, there's nice birds here and fish, but we'll see what it looks like if we can get in here without getting bogged. What's this in the ground here? Some kind of mosaic. Now this is the start of the Wetland Nature Reserve Wildlife, and it looks very, very, very wet. There's boards of them walking on a very slippy, so Jack's taking, like moonwalking, he's taking one step forward and two back. See if I can find something to sniffing and licking at. Come on! Minnie's across there somewhere, I can't see it through the trees, but she's over there somewhere. The frogs. The camera's not picking this up very well. I've just got the standard GoPro, GoPro 7, but it hasn't got extra microphone on. If I had an extending microphone I could pick up the wonderful sounds that they're making. We'll try. It seems to be louder around the corner here, so we'll try when we get around here. I'll stand still for a while and we'll see if we can get any sounds. I shall try to get my, what do they call it, shotgun microphone and my little recording device with me next time. I think it's in the bus, but I'm not 100% sure. Next time I come down I will, so I can get these sounds of the frogs. The local ablutions and showers here. So if you're passing through, there's always somewhere to have a shower. And just across the road there is the RGS supermarket and other smaller commercial ventures. Way over the back where those white buildings are there's a very large shopping centre which I think is also an IGA. But I'm not 100% on that. Like I say, I'm a visitor here too. Now the river is just off to our left here, and Minnie is almost behind us to the left, and that's the main road coming into town over the bridge there. So we're going to duck across the road, across the bridge, or I think we can get under the bridge and then onto that other side and back under the other side. If that makes sense. It didn't make any sense to me, but never mind, we'll keep moving. Like I said, this is the in the first video we flew right down here. We flew up to the bridge, all the way down and all the way out to the estuary. This way, up the steps. Jack tried to climb straight up those rocks and onto the bridge. No, this way. Climb over everything like it's play. So now you can see we're on the main road coming in. It's the main road coming in. The main road that goes all the way up through the town to the top of the hill where we've just got our lunch. And here we are on the bridge. No jumping or fishing from the bridge, it says. It's starting to get very dark now. I think there's storm clouds coming. So we better hurry up, Jack, and nip under the bridge. As I said about the going under and over and back under again, it actually ducks down again on this side. We come out under the bridge on the other side, so we don't have to cross over the main road. We might be able to go under the bridge. Can, yes. Looking at the graffiti, there's nothing old anywhere that I can see. Obviously the bridge pieces have been made somewhere else and brought here, so they're all numbered. Roman numbers, must have been built by the Romans. What do you think, Jack? Roman. Now we can see Mini again. We're almost back to where we started. I'll just duck over here to the left and have a look at the old boat shed. Last time we were here in the other video, there was an old boat being restored in here, or being repainted on the bottom. So we'll see. This doesn't look like there's anything here this time. Here's Minnie. That close I can smell the coffee. Oh Jack, come on, it's coffee time, quick. Come on Jack, jump in. Straight for the water, I bet. There's little water bowls just underneath that cushion there. He can't get into it.